He's right behind me, isn't he? Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Beyond Real Talk Show. I'm Guy, and then to my left here is like the Annie, like the Annie struggling. All right, guys, we have a very fun video to prepare for Spider-Man No Way Home or Spider-Man Wedding Day. In that video that we're going to do is the top 10 MCU movies for both sides here. Again, this is our opinion. Shut up and let us do our thing. Jarvis, activate list. All right, Ernie, start us off, bro.
I'll start us off. Okay. I'll on my number 10, Guy. I know we talked about it before, but on my side, I'm a big Iron Man fan.
Mm-hmm.
So at number 10, I will put Iron Man, the first one that came out in '08.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's really what set everything off. But for me, it's my favorite. Just I remember I was still living in Mexico, and I remember being like I'm a 6-year-old at this point, and I'm going to a movie theater to watch Iron Man.
Wait, you're 6 years old, bro?
It was it was amazing. Like at that point, like seeing that much action, like in the movie, like a movie theater, was insane.
um, I did not get to see Iron Man in theaters. Uh, my first introduction was Avengers.
Mm.
But Iron Man 1 is, I think, a very good, probably like the best movie at that time to come out for superheroes.
Hmm.
If you like, even like Spider-Man movies that came out beforehand, but I think Iron Man was pretty
It
good.
was really good. In my opinion, my favorite out of the three
It's very
Iron Mans.
intense. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would agree with you. I think they kind of dropped the ball with the next two, but you will be surprised when you hear my list later
But
on.
I really liked it. It was overall just and like without the success of the first Iron Man, we would not have the rest of the movies, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, hell no. I think that one and the Captain America movie and then
Yeah.
Avengers, we would not have what we considered modern superhero movies. But we'll go ahead and move to my list. I also an Iron Man movie. We talked about this before we made the list or before we made the video, but I'm going with Iron Man 3. Number 3. Iron Man 3. Hot take, I think, for a lot of people. Not a lot of people like this movie. Probably think it's like bottom tier MCU movie, but I think it's a fun time. I personally think it's the best Iron Man movie. You can crucify me in the comments if you want. I just think it fleshes out Tony a lot in the movie. It makes him a lot more human, especially after the events that happened in New York with Avengers. Just seeing that PTSD that he was going through, it was very fun, very interesting to see a character go through that because you usually think superheroes are just like fun and dandy like in the comics, but yeah, it just fleshes out Tony more. I like the Mandarin twist at the end. It's very different from what he is in the comics. And all in all, great action, great suits, and I think RDJ gives us a great performance. Iron Man 3.
I like how many suits he had because he's worried about another invasion.
Yes, it's very, very interesting. There is a scene in that movie that I do not like though. It's when him and Pepper Potts are in the house, in Tony's house,
His
and
mansion.
yeah, and they know a missile's coming in, and he literally exposed his house. Why the fuck is Pepper Potts
That
with
was so
him?
dumb.
Why is she with him, bro? Like, get out.
Why is he exposed his address? He was not. He was
because
trying to
he's
oral
Sigma.
But my thing is like, yeah, he exposed his address, but he's a like billionaire. Like they got to know where he lives.
They got to, bro. They got to,
So
and he lives in a big house too.
But I like Iron Man 3 more. I liked it more than 2, which is also kind of crazy. But I like the 10 Rings for me was kind of weak. They did bring it back later on with Shang-Chi.
Yes,
but for me the villain was a little bit weaker on that. But I did like the end where they made Tony more human. Like they fixed this like the metal inside of him, that he
Hmm.
needed to survive. I really like that.
It shows a lot of his ingenuity too. Like he doesn't need the suit to be a
Yeah.
superhero. Because, well, Iron Man 3, number 10. Go ahead with your
Number one.
number 9.
So number 9, I have the first Avengers
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
I really like the initial dynamic where none of these superheroes don't like each other, or they're getting to know each other. They're just like, who is this?
Hmm.
I like the Steve Rogers and Iron Man, or
The beef.
Tony Stark, like the beef between them, because like they have different ideologies. Captain America just woke up from the eyes,
Hmm.
he last time he was awake was 42, or like around the 40s. So it's like their whole dynamic, and then Thor coming in and he's like, "Oh my god," you know,
I had to dance.
the whole. But then like coming together at the end, I really like it, and it's like we were talking earlier. Without the Avengers movie becoming so big, like these superhero movies would not have progressed, or like they got in these like movements of like throwing this money in like the stories.
Hmm. I'm gonna save my takes here for Avengers because I have Avengers on my list. Spoiler.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and but I agree. I think it's the position where you put it is good. I don't think
And
there's
the shawarma scene at the post credit scene had me laughing.
yeah, that's it. That's just sick. That's a good movie. It's a good movie. I like where you
Yeah.
put it. It's a movie where you can really put it anywhere on the list, depending on like how it made. It's your opinion, but I feel like you could put it anywhere on the
Mhm.
list, and it still holds up as long as you have it in top 10. That's all right by me. Um, but for my number 9 is a recent MCU show that I think of fondly, and I can't wait for season 2. It's Wonder Man. Ernie, I know you haven't
I've not
seen
seen
it.
that one.
Yes. But you need to, and you need to watch it soon because I'm telling you, it's something different. It's something different that MCU has tried, and it actually feels like a TV show. It doesn't seem like a superhero only show. It has very emotional uh like character development. The Mandarin's in it, and he gets fleshed out a lot that we would probably never see him again. And he's one of my favorite parts of that movie. It's a very funny show. Like I said, it's very emotional. It's a very creative take on that generic MCU formula. Um, but it felt like you're actually watching like a serious like comedy show. Like it's very good, very good.
Hmm,
But you need to watch it and you need to have some fun with it because I'm telling you, it's peak. It's probably the best MCU show I've seen. Not gonna lie.
really?
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Hmm. I'll have to give it a try for sure. I can't put any emphasis. I haven't watched it, but I'll for sure try to watch it.
All right, let's
So
move
we're
on.
moving on to number 8,
Number 8.
and it's a good thing you said something different because I'm on number 8. This is where I put Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
Where this is like whenever we're transitioning into having this is the first X-Men project that's part of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say X-Men that now they're included in
I th-
the
did that
MCU.
movie come out first, or did X-Men '97 come out before? I think it was Deadpool
Who
Wolverine.
I think pretty sure it was Deadpool Wolverine. I could be wrong though, but I really like. I just can't like when this movie came out. It was like something new. We brought Deadpool from its own universe to the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
so that's gonna be great. And Wolverine for me has always been a beloved character, like in the X-Men movies, his own movie. I've always been the Wolverine fan. I think he's just such bad. He's just has aura anytime. And then with the multiverse, like we get this Wolverine where he essentially everybody's dead. Like every X-Men's dead. He's like
Yep.
going through depression,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going through the movie where like he's redeeming himself, essentially, or he goes through that path.
I think it's a very uh I have it in the list too. Spoiler. But it's a very fun movie. It's very fun.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting take on like finally seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, like they're kind of rivals in the comics, and um, I'll also get into that whenever I get into mine. But I like
Channing
it.
Tatum. Channing Tatum had me dead with the Gambit. They call
Yeah,
me the Gambit.
like Call Me the Gambit. You were saying that shit for like months after that movie came out.
We were, yeah. We were in the
Um,
middle of the bar, and I just go, they call me the Gambit.
like Call Me the Gambit. Um, but yeah, very good take. I like the movie a lot too.
Really
Um,
fun.
but I will get into my take on it later on. I think I have a little lower than you do. But
Number 8.
yes, my number 8 is The Avengers.
Mm,
And you know why?
wow.
Because it's the first time seeing so many superheroes together.
What's insane?
It's so interesting. You think that would never happen. You think that's not possible. You think it's not very good. Um, it's something that you think would not be able to be done. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, whenever that movie came out, I mean, I was like, what, like 12, 13? I think a lot of
It came out
people,
in 2012, so
yes,
like 9.
yeah, even like 10, bro. Like people,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't think that movie would happen or it would actually perform as well as it did. But to make $1 billion as a superhero movie is unheard of. Having all the superheroes in this movie, I feel like they all had their own moment to shine, um, and really get to that to their motives and what they want from this
Mm.
story. I really liked Black Widow and Hulk's relationship in this movie. I really fuck with Hawkeye in this movie too. I think he's a big part of this movie. Like, um, he doesn't get a lot of love
Credit.
because yeah, he's not a superhero, but he's got over in my opinion. Um, but I think Loki was also a great villain. It was a good start to that MCU level villains. He did basically almost destroy the whole entire New York, and people usually see him as this weak, fragile villain. But I liked Loki in that a lot. I liked what they did with him in the Loki series after the Avengers. Battle of New York was fire. Felt like a Christopher
New
Nolan.
York.
It felt like a Christopher Nolan action scene without the practicality in it. But it just set the standard for the MCU. And like we said before, without that movie,
I was gonna mention in mine that I forgot to. Like we said, yeah, without the Avengers, there's so many movies after the Avengers, like after Phase 1, that build off this one
it
movie.
does. It does. It really does. I think
Like
Age
we
of
get
Ultron
Spider-Man
trash.
Homecoming, for example, like with all the weapons and stuff from
Hmm.
Avengers. Age of Ultron, of course, like the next Avengers. Iron Man 3, like like you put in your list, the PTSD from Tony from the Avengers movie.
Even years after that, like with the Loki
Mhm.
series, like basically the Avengers leads into Loki.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the other Avenger movies are kind of trash, except for Infinity War and Game, of course. But we'll get to that. Number 7, Ernie.
I have number 7, I have Captain America Civil War.
Okay.
And it honestly, I think it was just all like the tension that I really liked seeing this because it's after Avengers they started all getting like used to each other. They're like, oh, like I fuck with you and everything. But this is like truly where they start dealing with how different they are. Like right after Winter Soldier, Captain America is like, oh, I hate the government, Hydra, all this, blah blah. Like look what they did to Bucky and shit. But
I
Iron Man is dealing with the PTSD where, oh, we caused, like, we're essentially like killing all these people with our, because they're superheroes, so they have abilities that normal people don't, but they can cause the same amount of damage.
I think um we were talking about this before we made the video as well, but I personally think Civil War is a little overrated. I think it gets carried by the cameos that are in the movie. It's not even an Avengers movie, which is mind-boggling. Um,
Shout
but
out Spider-Man.
shout out Spider-Man. Black Panther's introduced in this movie.
Yeah.
I really do like Black Panther in the movie a lot. I like the beginning scene when that lady's talking with Tony in the elevator about how her
Mhm.
son dying in the Battle of New York. I like the Bucky Steve Rogers and Tony fight at the end. That's iconic
Yeah.
scene. Took it straight from the comics too. Very good conflict between those two. Personally, I didn't like Zemo that much. I liked his motives. You know what? I like Zemo. I'll give you that. I do like Zemo. I like how he's a puppet master and he's pulling these
Yeah.
strings on these characters whenever he doesn't even have fucking superpowers. He's just in the background.
He just had a
Um,
grudge.
he did have a grudge, and I think it's just such a smaller version of what they could have done later on
Hmm.
with these characters. And I know you said that it's a good lead off into or it's a very important movie, but I don't think so. Um, I just feel like it bit off more than it could
Mm.
chew. Could have been a little better
I
if
see
they
what you
just
mean.
waited.
I did. It led like if the Civil War didn't happen, they were still together. Infinity War would 100% look different. I don't know if they would have fully split off. They would actually try to organize how to protect the stones that they do have on Earth
Mm-hmm.
more accordingly. But I get what you mean. I personally still really like Civil War. I like
Yeah, I like it
everything how
too.
they split off. That I like the battle of who's right, who's wrong. But essentially, there's both of them had an argument on why they were right.
Yeah, I like the split off between both sides too. But team Steve all the way.
Ooh, I was Team Iron Man. I ain't gonna lie.
I think most people were. I'm different. Um, my number 7 comes from another TV show, MCU show, and it is X-Men '97. I think it's I wanted to put it top 3 because that's how good it is, but I wanted to kind of save it for the movies a little bit. We were talking about I was talking to Ernie about putting the shows kind of lower on the list just so we can make it like specifically movies. But '97, oh my god, it's one of the best animated projects I've ever seen. I've ever seen. The animation's top notch. I don't know how the fuck they pulled that off. It's like Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse level animation. It's very emotional and it's a very mature story for like a kids show. Like like they're going off the '90s show, the '97 show. I never saw it. I never was a big MCU or Marvel guy whenever I was little. I was mostly either Spider-Man or or DC all the way. Big DC guy. Um, but it was very mature storytelling for like a kid show, like I said. Best animation, the animation, you can really see why they chose to do animation for this movie because you have so many characters and so many superheroes with different powers. It's not like the Avengers. You have freaking mutants that have very unique powers, and just having that in animation is just perfect to me because you get to really show off how visually stunning it is, and like it just looks much crisp, much more defined and crisp than it would in live action. And X Men '97, that's my number 7. I don't know if you see '97 or not.
No, it's a show I really want to watch,
They come out with
which
season
I've heard
two.
a lot of good thing. And like you said, your final point in animation, it's so much easier to showcase like all these superpowers they have, and which I like. It's the one critique I always had with the Hulk is that in live action you kind of have to nerf him,
Yeah.
make it a little bit weaker. But on TV shows animated, like you can see how strong. It's easier to portray that.
Hopefully in Brand New Day they show how strong Hulk is, and I think they are. I think he's gonna go full on savage trying to kill Spider
That'd be
Man.
awesome.
I
Like a
can't wait for that movie.
what's it called, World Breaker Hulk. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, World Destroyer or whatever. I think it is World Breaker or Planet Breaker.
All right, I'll get to number 6. Number 6, I have probably the first Spider-Man.
Homecoming.
No, I have Far From Home.
Far From
I'm
Home
a big
second.
Far From
Number 2.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
Far From Home. I really liked it, just from the, it's the aftermath after, spoilers, Tony Stark dies. Like,
I love you 3000.
Spider-Man's like mentor, or Peter Parker's mentor, and
Kid Iron Man.
like, so he's like dealing through all that, and at the same time he's trying to live up to the name of Iron Man because he thinks he's supposed to pass it on. He thinks he's like, oh, I'm the next up. I have to protect the world and stuff. But like, I feel like he forgets he's just essentially the neighborhood Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's stay in his area, and then like him dealing through all that, and then getting not a trick, but like he's like, oh, you're better off with the glasses to the Mysterio, and like then him Mysterio being evil because he hates Tony Stark. The reason why hates Tony Stark is kind of crazy, just because what was the acronym fart?
I don't
You
remember.
remember in the movie?
No.
So it's like they had a beef because the acronym for Mysterio's invention was
That was far,
like
yeah.
farts, and I was like,
He was very
it's kind of
petty.
goofy, but it makes like it villain reasoning.
Yeah, he
I really
was
like
very petty.
I like the whole struggle throughout the movie where Peter Parker's like, oh, how am I gonna live up to the name? And then at the end, he's like, and then he has problems with the spider sense or the Spidey sense, and then he's like dealing through all that while he's also overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everybody came back, so he's also dealing with the dude that like came back and is trying to hit on MJ.
Yeah.
I really like the movie. It was just fun.
Classic
fun
MJ.
It's fun overall, and then at the end, like the world finds out who he is. I really liked it.
Who?
I liked it more than Homecoming.
Spider-Man? Oh yeah, they do. You're right.
I like the movie. Or like they reveal that Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Yes.
Like Mysterio released the video.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
And then like dude, don't throw that. I liked it. I really liked this movie.
That movie gets a lot of hate. But I disagree. I like that movie a lot too. I don't have it in my top 10, but it's a very fun movie. I do like the weight on Peter Parker's shoulders for trying to be like, he's not really trying to be like Tony. He's just trying to be that Avenger level character that he doesn't think he's worthy
That's
of.
what I was trying to mean. Like somebody that protects the Earth, like for threats like that.
I really do, there's a lot of scenes in that movie that I really enjoy. I know Mysterio's the villain, but seeing him like trying to act good in the movie, it's kind of like it was very shocking to me because I thought they were going for like, oh, Mysterio's actually the good guy, but he's not, and I like the twist in it. Personally, I love the scene where Mysterio has like that nightmare scene, and he, like you said, he doesn't have his spider senses anymore. He lost it, and then towards the end they pay it off with him doing that sick ass.
That was sick.
Yeah, that's like one of the best Spider-Man scenes I've ever seen, and this movie has a lot going for it. I think it's very funny. I like the setting.
I don't know if I remember correctly. Do you remember he got hit by a train, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He got tricked. Yeah, that's right. He got tricked to get hit by a train.
Yep. It was a very, very fun movie. Absolute cinema.
So you're 6.
What are we? 6?
Yes.
I have Deadpool and Wolverine. I think it's one of the funniest MCU movies. Like it's like an ending of an era for the Fox heroes, and it's a celebration of them. Even though some of them were very, very trash, still very good and very fun to see all those characters. I feel like a lot of people think it's fan service, but I think the fan service was done very well. I feel like they didn't overdo their welcome. I feel like they'll lead into future MCU projects, and I feel like everybody wants that. Like, who doesn't want to see Channing Tatum as Gambit? Who doesn't want to see Wesley Snipes as Blade?
They call me that Gambit.
Gambit. It's a very funny movie. It has a lot of charm to it. And something I really like about this movie, it's one of the movies that has really good chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Yeah, it's Deadpool and Wolverine chemistry in that movie is top notch. I like the contrast of both. They're kind of opposites of each other. Wolverine's a little more serious. Deadpool's funny, doesn't really take anything that seriously.
Deadpool and Wolverine was the first R-rated Marvel movie, right? MCU movie.
I did not like the villain though. I thought the villain was mid. But this is a movie that is just about straight up fun. I did not like this movie when it came out. I thought it was pretty mid.
I remember.
I would get into arguments with my friends about it. I didn't think it was top 10 MCU, but look at me now. I think it's top 10 MCU. Basically, pure on chaotic fun. This movie, you can watch this movie literally so much and still be entertained. Put Deadpool Wolverine at 6. Cinema.
I'll go at Cinco. At 5, I have Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and I think I put it here. I really like, you know, well, Captain America. I'm not a big Captain America guy, even though I have 2 Captain America movies. But I really like this. Like, it got more serious. Like, this is like one of the first movies where we're like, wow, like there's more going on other than like superpowers. You know, like the government's evil, Hydra's making weapons, and we see that a little bit in the Avengers, where Steve goes into the vault and sees they're making weapons. And we don't notice it at first, but it's just Hydra still in Shield. And like Shield has all these plans. Hydra is infiltrating. His best friend is still alive somehow.
Hell Hydra.
There's more super. There's more super soldiers. I really liked it.
Winter Soldier's a movie that I kind of forget. I know it's a lot of people's like favorite MCU movie. It's a very
Really?
popular. Yeah, it's a very popular movie. But I can't really say much about it because I do not remember it that much. I do remember. I'm blanking out on this movie, bro. If I'll be honest, I have to rewatch it. I can't really say anything about it, bro. I can't.
I think the only other movie, second sequel, that's not an Avengers movie that could be better is Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah,
I think the Winter Soldier might be the best,
sequel.
like the second like sequel, other than the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, of course. But
I put Far From Home in there too.
overall, that's right. Far From Home.
I'd say I put. Are we talking about like second sequel, like number 2?
Yeah, second movie.
Okay.
I personally like it more than Far From Home, but it's like right there. But I did like the Winter Soldier when it first came out.
I have to rewatch that movie, bro, because I hear so many good things about it. I saw it on opening day, and I just don't remember it past that. Sorry, guys. I'm fake. I'm a phony. So we're on number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Okay. Speaking of sequels, not a direct sequel, but I mean, you could count it if you want to skip the fucking trash ass Dark World. It is Thor Ragnarok. I think it's a top tier MCU movie. I think a lot of people generally love this movie. Again, it's another very different feeling MCU movie. It's visually stunning. It's a visually stunning movie, and I think the soundtracks on this movie is very
like the James
good.
Gunn movie, the soundtracks.
I think Hela is a very strong villain. She's very OP. It's crazy how she destroyed Mjolnir like that. It's a very funny
Great
movie.
introduction.
The humor is top notch. I like how it's kind of, it doesn't really tie into much into the movie except for the very end whenever they're in space and then Thanos comes there. But I think it also is a movie that reinvents Thor. Like, he's this funny guy, but he's trying to prove himself to his father too, and Loki. And I love Loki in that movie too. Hulk is insane in this movie. I love him. He's very fun. I like the scene where he gets dropped.
The supporting.
Yeah, he's a very good supporting character. I like whenever he gets dropped on the bridge and then it's just his body, and then like Hulk kind of reanimates him to stay alive. But visually astounding movie. I don't know how you cannot have fun with this movie. Very rewatchable too.
It's a good. I was gonna say it's a good standalone movie.
It is,
because I like, a lot of MCU movies you have to watch to understand what's gonna happen in the future.
Mhm.
This one you could like the end credit scenes, yeah, but you could watch it multiple times and be like, this is its own movie.
It really is its own movie. It's a fun movie. That's all I gotta say. It's like Deadpool Wolverine, but actually better. And there's some stakes in the movie. You know, Helena's trying to. She ultimately gets what she or not her, but
Thor lost an eye.
Yeah, and then Asgard's destroyed, so no more home for Thor. Number four, Dr. Annie.
Number 4, I think I know you have this one too.
Mm-hmm.
But at 4, I put the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. and it's just such a beautiful movie.
It's a beautiful
It's
movie.
like I love the music. It looks beautiful. I love the characters. Drax is might be one of the funniest characters I've ever seen. Is He's just goofy.
I think they're all
I
pretty
like the
goofy.
I like that they had a little bit of Thor in there at the start.
Hmm.
Add like it's just overall a really good movie. And like really funny movie, and then it adds onto like Rocket's past, which is something we didn't think. I didn't think they would ever do that. Like in my head, like I never thought, oh, we need a backstory on Rocket, but it just was so beautiful.
So
It made you sad. It made you, like you said, it made you feel something.
made me feel something. That's another movie I have on my list, so I will touch on that too when we get there.
We'll get more points whenever we'll talk on yours, but overall, it's such an amazing movie,
I think it's a
and
10 out of 10.
it had me. My favorite scene was when Nebula was trying to open the car door.
Oh yeah, just open the fucking door.
That was so funny.
First F word in the MCU. They're getting mature now. Number 4, I have a Spider-Man movie. It's a Spider-Man Homecoming. I personally love this movie. Like I said, with some of these movies and shows, this one actually feels like a movie. It's really just Peter Parker's movie. It's him getting comfortable with that Spider-Man lifestyle, and it's a coming to age movie with Spider-Man in it. Like it's just you can't go wrong with that. It just makes it more grounded and more fun. I also think it's a good villain to be the Vulture. I think it's a grounded villain for Spider-Man who's just starting out. Like it doesn't need to be freaking I don't know, freaking Sandman or something like that.
Or Venom, even a villain like that.
But just have Vulture, someone like kind of a laughing stock in the comics. I thought he was really good and very intimidating, actually. And he didn't want to be a bad guy. He's just trying to get money for his family. But ultimately, he's very tense, very very tense, very good villain. And then, like I said, it's a Peter Parker movie. It really fleshes out Peter Parker as like an actual teenager. He's believable. What is he, like 15 in this movie? Like,
yeah, he should be 15 or 16 because I think he was 15 in Civil War.
Yeah, you're right. He was very young.
Pretty
I think he was
sure.
like 14 in Civil War.
All right, so Scooter won a year.
And then this movie had some very tense scenes, especially with Peter in the car. I will kill you. And the ending, perfect. It just shows Spider-Man's drive to not give up, and that's why he's the GOAT.
I think Spider-Man Homecoming did really good job at introducing him trying to deal with being Spider-Man.
Yeah, it did.
But like just getting used to like people not knowing who he is, like him trying to deal with that like 2 lives.
Hey, you that Spider guy.
And like at the end of it, it's like neighborhood Spider-Man, it's just
It literally is the neighborhood Spider-Man movie.
I really liked it.
Except for
Not in my
Brandon
top
Day.
10, but it was really
Brandon Day is gonna be that. Number 3.
Now he's broke.
Yeah, he's broke, and no one knows who he is. Number 3.
All right, number 3. So you had this like your 5, but I have Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it's crazy to think about, because the first 2 Thor movies were so
Trash.
that they did such a good turnaround on the third one. That is just like you said, the music's amazing, the visuals, the characters, the supporting like funny character. I forgot their name. The rock dude, he was really funny. Korg was really funny. Overall really liked it. Thor seemed like he really had to lock in. We got to see him figure out who he was without the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like it goes with like how Spider-Man is who's Spider-Man without the suit,
like
Homecoming.
Tony without the suit.
Yeah, I really like him, and then him figuring out he's God of Thunder, not God of Hammers, like what Odin said to him. And then it leads on, and then like like we said, it's its own movie, but the ending, like the post-credit scene where it leads on right into Infinity War, like boom, first scene, and Hela's a really good character. Which good thing they killed her off one movie.
Yeah, because she's OP.
It's like she would have been really strong. And then Soldier, the dude, like it's just cool seeing like them actually destroying Asgard.
Yeah.
At the end, seeing Loki still going for the cube, which still shows like he still
bad.
Wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Loki was great. The whole scenes where they're in what's that planet called? Sakaar?
Yeah,
With the Hulk, where he has to fight the Hulk. Hulk was stuck there for years because time moves different.
Jeff
All those scenes
Goldblum.
were sick. Jeff Copeland was really funny. Like overall, that was like such a great. It's a great movie. I could rewatch it
Y-
like as many times I want.
you know how losing the Mjolnir, Thor losing the hammer, um, I think it makes it very interesting because I think the payoff whenever Steve gets it in Endgame, peak. It's
Mm.
peak. We haven't seen the hammer in like 2 movies, and then bam, somehow he gets it.
Like
That's
Steve,
sick.
that scene in Endgame was sick, where it goes right to Steve, and
Uh,
then like him getting him
Stormbreaker.
getting
Yeah.
Stormbreaker too. Like, and that was nice build up.
I like how
Overall, like that.
I like and I don't like Love and Thunder, but I like the jealousy of the hammers. And
Oh, that is really because it's like broken to pieces, and
yeah.
he goes to Jane. That's really funny.
Um,
Let's hear yours.
Infinity War and Endgame is number 3 for me. And before we started this video, I said that I wasn't going to say much about it, and I'm just going to leave it at that. What more can I say? I think most people are in the consensus of these movies being good. I didn't want to choose one or the other because I feel like one's not good without the other. Incredible movie, movie of our generation, really, really, really spectacular. Dare I say, absolute cinema.
I think I think Endgame build off at the end too much expectations for superhero movies that I don't like. And not every movie needs to have like a blockbuster like superhero cast. There doesn't have to be all these superheroes in one movie,
What are you
or
talking
like
about?
connect. Like the
You're saying Endgame didn't need to do that?
no. I'm saying Endgame did do that,
Yeah.
and it was well. But I didn't like that anything after that they want to do that, like projects afterward, like a build up to something big like that.
I think it has to. From now on, it literally has to. Think about it, bro. How many heroes are they adding up? This is
Like a
this is
lot.
the Avengers. Like this isn't the spy. Like you can do that for the Spider-Man movie and the Iron Man. Rest in peace. Iron Man movies. You can do that for Steve Rogers, but you cannot do it for the Avengers. If you read any Avengers comics, there's so many heroes in that comics that you can even fit them in a movie like this with the budget that they have. Like, I just think that they did a really good job with that, and they just need to keep doing that because Doomsday. You gotta also think about the villains. These villains are like godly, like they're gods. How are they
They
going to
mean a
stop
lot.
them with just the base Avengers or just one hero? They need these guys to help.
How do you feel the after Secret Wars? I'm pretty sure they don't have an Avengers project lined up.
No,
What do you think they're just gonna have like, for example, the X-Men? Let's say that all X-Men work to one villain, and then the Fantastic Four one villain, and then they all come together for one every phase.
I think they're gonna I think they're gonna do is they're gonna do what you just said. They're gonna base off different groups now. So if that be X-Men, if that be Fantastic Four, if that be the Midnight Suns, um,
The
they're
new
gonna base
Avengers.
the Avengers, the new Avengers, they're going to be based off of those different groups. But I also think
Mm.
they're gonna slowly introduce different characters like Blade and Moon Knight into their own feature length films, so then they can jump into these groups. So I don't think they're just going to go
Mm.
right into group films. So I think we're going to have a long time where we do not
Did
see.
you? Well, I'm just saying. Do you think they'll ever merge back like a Doomsday or like Endgame Doomsday, where they all
Oh hell yeah! There's
are
so
just okay?
there's so many
Eventually,
there's so many villains that they could do with too with that. I really hate how they dropped the ball on Kang though, because Kang, I really hope they do Kang again.
it was the
Because
actor situation.
yeah, but he didn't do shit. We'll get to that in a different video though. But I think it definitely is going to be to an extreme. I think
Mhm.
Galactus is going to be
That one would be a
back.
good villain to come back.
Yeah, he's going to be back. I think that's why they ultimately killed him. I think so. They killed him in Fantastic Four, but I feel like he's going to come back in a different way for that universe. If that means he's larger, if that means he's more more powerful, I think he's going to come back, and that's another Avenger villains.
Did they kill him or did they just teleport him across?
They teleported him into like a void, bro.
He'll be back.
I think he's gonna be back, and I think he's
He's
gonna.
such a it's like such a big villain that there's no way he won't come back.
I think he's gonna be like much, much, much more powerful when he comes
Eat
back.
eight more planets.
I ate a couple more planets. Um,
Number
number two.
All right, number two. These next two spots for me, I don't know if you know this about me, but I've never been one to care if I get spoiled. Like if there's a movie, like if there's a movie show I haven't watched it, if somebody spoils it, like I'll still watch it if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, knowing what happens does not affect me. But these two movies, I was genuinely worried for spoilers that they were coming out because they you know how there's release day the day
Mm-hmm.
before, technically Friday, and then the day before. This is something I shut out completely. I was
Can I
like,
guess what it
can't
is?
hear. This second one, yes,
Is it Spider-Man: No Way Home?
it is.
Yep.
And a lot of people will say it's like the nostalgia feel that you liked it, but dude, build up to this movie coming out. We were hearing
Insane.
Toby's in it, Andrew Garfield's in it. We knew Doctor Strange was gonna be on it, but like people would go up and ask Toby, Andrew. They're like, we're not in. Like we've never been filming. You know, they're
Mhm.
denying it, but we still the uncertainty. And I think I didn't even watch this because I couldn't watch it on that Friday. I watched it Saturday. Dude, that's 2 days where I completely, dude, I could not hear anything. I was like, do not tell me anything. It was such a great movie. Spider-Man Peter Parker dealing with everybody knowing who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Him making it too hard on Doctor Strange to have certain people remember him. Because that was the whole thing that happens. Like once like the spell messed up, so that's when everybody started coming, like villains started coming in. A slight Sinister Six that we got to see. We got to see Willem Dafoe again. Honestly, the best performance from the villains.
Yes.
And then
100%.
Doctor Octavius, I liked him too in the movie. I like how the nanobots got absorbed into the tentacles,
Mhm.
and they like the technology took over,
Yes.
and it was like Peter. And I like his growth through the movie. At the end, he's like, it's not worth risking this universe for himself. Like it shows how selfless he is.
Yeah.
At the end,
Mm-hmm.
and he just decides everybody to forget him,
He's
and
the
he
go,
starts all
bro.
new. Like he's gonna miss out. Like he's missing out at MIT,
His
MJ,
friends. Yeah.
Ned. Like his mentor's dead. His aunt died. Happy doesn't remember him. Like it is a sad ending at the end. But like it shows what the future is going to install. Like we're going to see him going through New York fresh.
It's very exciting. I'm very excited for Brand New Day. I'm more excited for Brand New Day than I am for Doomsday, if I'm gonna be honest. Spider-Man's my
I
goat,
think
bro.
a lot of people are.
He's my goat,
And
bro.
like seeing Toby and Andrew, like them pulling was insane. I like everybody in the movie theater.
It was crazy.
Audibly, like yeah,
It was insane. It
I'm
literally.
pretty sure, like this is one of those movies that the movie theater was packed for like 4 days in a row.
Yeah. Yes.
Like it was insane.
I don't want to touch on that right now, real quick, because it's also on my list.
If you want to go on to your second,
My second one is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's I think it's a perfect MCU movie. Like I keep saying, it actually feels like an emotional payoff, real movie, not no superhero slop. It's a send off for James Gunn in the MCU, so you know he had to cook, and I think it's his best project ever. I really love the soundtrack in this one. It's my favorite one. It touches on a lot of '90s and 2000s rock. I think it's just perfect where he placed unlike Supergirl, where he placed the music in the movie. It's a heartbreaking story. It's so sad. Rocket's flashbacks, his origins is literally perfect. I think literally one of the MCU movies that I really just wanted to ball. I love the fake out of him dying, almost dying. I honestly thought Rocket was gonna die, and I remember I was talking to one of my friends, Deshaun, and we were talking about who was gonna die in the movie, and I always said that Rocket was gonna be the one to die, but he didn't, and I really like that.
I like
I like
the
the
Peter send off.
yes, for real. I
You
like
know.
I like the High Evolutionary. I think he was a good villain.
Mm.
He's like evil as fuck, bro. He's just it's honestly this movie's very disturbing. Like it's a very
It is,
disturbing
yeah.
MCU movie. Just like the body horror of these animals and shit like that. And especially like the High Evolutionary like goons at the end. They were kind of scary looking. Um, it's a very serious movie, but also very funny. Great visuals, especially Adam Warlock flying in the air.
Yeah.
That meme. Peak. It's a peak movie. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's in like one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw that movie a lot too. I saw it like 4 or 5 times in theaters. Peak.
I already touched on it a bit whenever I put it, but I loved it too. It was
Such a good movie, bro.
like I think it's close to a perfect superhero movie.
I think it is perfect.
And it closed out a lot. Not it closed out. It closed and kept a lot of stories open.
Yes, it
Which
it was a good ending for the
like
characters.
I wasn't left wondering, oh, why is this happening to this character? It all makes sense.
Will we get Guardians back? That's the question now.
We might get the Rocket Guardians, like as a little,
Yeah,
like
we'll
in
see.
space.
Maybe they'll be in Doomsday.
We'll be back in Doomsday. We will return.
All right, number
All right,
one.
number one. Whew. Yeah, like I said, this is one of those movies where I was adamant about avoiding spoilers. And I think I have to do Infinity War.
Justify.
I like you said, it speaks for itself how good it was. And you put Endgame together because it one big movie, and I agree. I liked personally Infinity War more than Endgame,
Mm-hmm.
but Infinity War was such a big payout for what we've been watching since Iron Man 1.
Yes, it is.
Every story along the way, like good movie or bad movie, like it came together in this one movie. And there, dude, I don't know about you, there was not a one moment where I'm like, I'm bored.
No,
There's not one. There's no downtime. There's
there's
just
no
like,
downtime.
oh, it goes from we're in Titan, right? That was Thanos' planet.
Mm-hmm.
We're in this planet. Oh, now we're back in Wakanda.
Now we're in Earth.
You know, like
Yeah.
oh, now we're building a hammer for Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Oh, he's dying. Oh, he grew. Dude, the moment Groot picks it up, builds a stem for him. Peak.
Peak.
Like there's just so many moments, and like Thor, like the moment of hope that we get when Thor gets to Wakanda, and then like then we switch back to Titan, and then they lose, and then Thanos goes back, and then like Thor doesn't go for the head, and like dude, all that, every single moment was just like what it just had me on the edge of my seat. Like
We
I didn't even
lost.
have a snack I didn't even have a snack that day. That's
Yeah.
how intense I was the whole
No
time.
snack.
Movie.
No snack for that.
And
Annie.
I always have snacks at a movie theater. I have to.
Yeah, that it's a Thanos movie. It's the Thanos movie. I'm pretty sure has the most runtime in that movie. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love everything about that movie. It's a very shocking movie too. Especially, I don't think anybody expected because every point on here we've seen in any superhero movie we've seen the villain lose. We weren't expecting, and even Thor was so confident that he would kill Thanos, and to not win, the whole movie theater was shocked, bro. Like it was insane. That you just had to be there that day. It's like it's a cultural phenomenon that we saw that movie in theaters.
This is like what they talk about. This is what they talk about. Where like movies, like what movies were. Everybody at the movie theater was like in shock, hyped. This what we were like. I think I watched this movie like twice, which barely ever happens. Like going back to the movie theater to watch a movie. And dude, I was like, I gotta keep watching it. I gotta stay locked in. Cause dude, it's you blink and you miss like something important happening.
Can't go to the bathroom.
Overall, yeah, I can't. It was like it was like a 3-hour movie too.
I hope Doomsday touches on that magic again. I think that's what a lot of people are excited for Doomsday is to see the theater reaction too, because that shit's awesome. It's peak, bro.
It was like everything that was happening in it. like seeing the Steve Rogers reveal, like wherever they're getting a Vision and
Hmm.
Wanda, him standing up to the gun. I think like it's like such a perfect superhero movie. Like every moment, a lot of it is like it's just hype.
I think Tony was the
Which
one
would
that did a lot of damage to him too, though. Tony was cooking Thanos, bro.
see him Iron Man or Tony Stark like be able to damage Thanos was such a complete like such a fulfilling moment because he's
Hmm.
the in space he's like the regular one.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a human with a suit.
I mean, so is Peter. I
Yeah,
mean,
but Peter has
he
super
has
strength and like
superpowers, but I think um, he was still too young. You know, like
yeah,
you saw a lot of him whenever he was going into space, freaking out and stuff. But I
dude,
think
that
Tony
too
was the
where
most
like
prepared.
Spider-Man dies at the end and like it builds up a lot of Tony's end
Hmm.
game like end game arc where he's like, oh, I lost the kid. You know, is that pain of you know
I also think it leads in well into Endgame, but like before that, so many theories and and ideas that people thought about, like what's gonna happen, and a lot of people were right about them coming back and stuff. But very peak movies
I did feel like it
for
was gonna be a time travel after Infinity. I was like, they're definitely got to do some time travel shit.
I,
I didn't know how they were gonna do it, but I definitely felt like there was gonna be some time
I
traveling.
thought they were gonna go into multiverse, but I guess it kind of
Mm.
did if you really think about it, because it's different, points in time, different universes, whatever.
If they do
Um,
something different, yeah. Oh, we'll move on to your number one.
my number one, I think it comes as no surprise, is Spider-Man: No Way Home. Um,
Mm.
this movie did something to me, bro. I was so hyped for this movie coming out. I would literally watch so many breakdowns of the trailers, and I don't do that for movies. I do not do that. But I really wanted to fully immerse myself in this movie, and me and Deshaun, were watching breakdowns. We would text each other. We would be like, "Oh, the new trailer dropped." We would watch it, and we would analyze it and see what we thought was going to happen in the movie. But
Mm.
basically, this is just a celebration of Spider-Man, and how could you not love that? It has a bunch of goated ass villains. I don't think the Lizard's that goated in this movie. He's kind of mid, and so is Sandman. But Electro, Doctor Octavius, um, Willem Dafoe
Green
as Green
Goblin.
Goblin. It's just insane. Green Goblin you could justify as not as on Thanos level, but like just a little bit below that, just because of this movie too. So menacing, so evil. Peak performance by Willem Dafoe, probably the best actor in that movie, and Alfred Molina too. But Alfred Molina, like, I think Doctor Octavius didn't have too much to do in the movie since he got like cured.
Mm.
Um, but like Celebration of Spider-Man, it's great performances from every single person, except especially from Tom Holland. Tom Holland really sold
Oh yeah.
that Spider-Man character, especially that scene where he's like looking at J. Jonah Jameson. It kind of reminded me of Blade Runner. Um, you know how he's like in the rain and like, dude, the
Yeah.
visuals in that movie. Oh my god, dude! And then I think this is the first movie where Peter finally embraces the Spider-Man, and he is Spider-Man. And to me, he is the goat of Spider-Man.
I
Um,
mean, he kind of has to embrace Spider-Man since the world knows.
yes, but I'm saying like he
Yeah,
finally
yeah, I know what you mean.
with Tom Holland or with Andrew Garfield and Tobey
Uh,
Maguire Spider-Man, he finally learns how to be Spider-Man, and I love how he takes
mm,
leadership in that universe as he's the Spider-Man, and they're giving him pointers. And Tobey and Andrew in this movie are literally perfect. They don't overstay their welcome. They come in like literally the last like 20 minutes of the movie. Um,
and they help.
their performances are insane. Like I feel like it's so heartwarming to see these guys relive their moments that they did in the other movies. My back. There's a lot of stake in this movie. There's a lot of stake. This is like earth shattering shit in a Spider-Man movie. And Spider-Man takes it home, bro. Spider-Man No Way Home. Peak
I see what you did
movie,
there.
one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw this movie 6 times in theaters. 6. And I do not do that for movies, dude. Just peak. And I don't know, I never get sick of it. Never. Ever. Peak Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Best one of the best movies of all time.
Mhm. It's funny to say like you saw the breakdowns of the trailers. Normally, like I watch trailers, see everything. The Spider-Man and like Infinity War was one of those I avoided like breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw the main trailer, of course, because that it doesn't always do, but like breakdowns, I was like, no, I can't.
I got, I had to.
I need to go in my head of those. I was like, no spoilers, no thoughts. I want to be full blank slate as I'm
I
watching.
I have not done that for Brand New Day though, because I'm trying to go that route. I don't really like watching trailers nowadays unless I'm
Ooh.
in theater. So Brand New Day, I have not. I
Brandon
basically
Game it's gonna be really good,
I have
in my
not
opinion.
seen any trailer except for for movie trailers, like in the movies. But I really hope that movie's goated. But yeah,
Well, actually, one more thing. I forgot Infinity War. I did have one big spoiler, which ultimately didn't affect me as much, but I did try to avoid everything. I got spoiled Spider-Man's death.
really, that would piss me off.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't mad because either way, don't like spoilers don't affect me.
They affect
But
me,
I
yeah.
avoided I avoided every other spoiler. I was still shocked by the movie. Don't get me wrong. There were still like there was so many things that happened
Yeah, that it
that
kind of cancels out, yeah.
yeah.
But
But that's our list.
that's our list. Preparation for Spider-Man Brand New Day, literally like less than 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you guys a review for that one, and maybe we'll get like a little. After that review, we'll get you a ranking of the Spider-Man movies. Um, but yeah, let us know if you guys want to also have a recap of not everything MCU related, but most of the Avenger stuff recap, so we can prepare for that for before Doomsday. But that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support you guys been giving us. We've much appreciated. I think every video is getting much better. So if you guys have any pointers, or if you guys want to see anything that you make a video of, let us know in the comments below. Thank you.
Go leave that comment and like and surprise.
Surprise.
Subscribe.